This topic looks simple at first, stamp duty and registration, but I feel it has deeper implications because in real transactions, this is a major cost. So tell me honestly, why is this so important for valuation?
Very good observation. Many people treat stamp duty as just a payment, but for a valuer, it is a critical component of total acquisition cost, legal validity, and market behavior. It directly affects price perception, liquidity, and investor return.
So let's start from the beginning. What is the actual purpose of stamp duty?
Stamp duty serves two main purposes. One, legal validity. It ensures that documents are legally admissible as evidence. Two, revenue for the government. It is a major source of state income.
So without stamp duty, a transaction is not legally strong?
Correct. An unstamped or understamped document may not be legally enforceable.
And what about registration?
Registration provides public notice of ownership transfer, clear title records, legal security.
So stamp duty gives legality and registration gives transparency?
Exactly.
Now, how is stamp duty calculated?
It is generally calculated as a percentage of the higher of market value, circle rate, actual transaction value.
So even if I buy at a lower price, stamp duty may be charged on higher circle rate?
Yes, this prevents undervaluation in transactions. Rates vary based on location, urban versus rural, type of property, residential versus commercial, sometimes even gender, concessions for women buyers.
So it is not a uniform rate?
No, it varies significantly.
Now, what do authorities actually do beyond collecting tax?
They have strong powers, assess correct value, inspect documents, penalize understamping.
So if value is understated, there can be penalties?
Yes, including financial penalties and legal consequences.
Now, from valuation perspective, this is part of acquisition cost, right?
Correct. Stamp duty and registration charges form part of the total acquisition cost.
So buyer does not just pay property price, but also these charges.
Yes, and sometimes these costs are substantial, 5 to 8% or more depending on state.
So this affects affordability?
Absolutely. Higher transaction cost can reduce buyer demand and liquidity.
Now, this is important. How does it affect value?
There are two key impacts. Valuers must consider all-in cost, not just base price.
So real cost to buyer equals property price plus stamp duty plus registration?
Exactly. This affects investment decisions. Higher stamp duty may reduce transaction frequency, encourage undervaluation practices, impact demand.
So it indirectly influences market value?
Yes, through market dynamics and biopsychology.
Now, circle rate comes into picture here?
Yes, under the Indian Stamp Act, government defines minimum value circle rate. It acts as a benchmark.
So valuation cannot be below circle rate?
Practically, yes, it becomes a flow value in many cases.
Now, from a valuer's responsibility, what should we check?
Very important. Proper stamping of documents, correct registration, compliance with stamp laws.
And if not done properly?
It may lead to legal invalidity, financial penalties, reduced marketability.
So if I connect everything, stamp duty ensures legality, registration ensures title clarity, charges increase acquisition cost, circle rate influences minimum value, market behavior is affected by transaction cost.
Excellent. And remember one key principle. Value is not just what you pay to the seller, it is what you pay in total to acquire the property.
So as a valuer, I must always consider stamp duty and registration as part of the complete valuation picture, not as a separate expense.